okay.
Guess what's making a comeback? Yep, you guessed it right. Outer Banks, your paradise on Earth, is returning for another season, and we've got all the juicy details. Netflix's smash hit series Outer Banks is gearing up for season 4, and the buzz is building fast. If you're not already hooked, let me give you the lowdown. Picture a bunch of down-to-earth teens, aka the Pogues, whose lives take a wild turn when they stumble upon clues that might lead them to a fortune in hidden treasure, all set against the backdrop of North Carolina's Outer Banks. It's got everything you would want from a teen drama: high stakes, a peek into wealthy inequality, heaps of adventure, and a bond between the main characters that'll warm your heart. Now let's talk about Season 4. From what we've gathered through interviews, announcements, and some hints dropped in the Season 3 finale, it's shaping up to be pretty epic. Picture this. The new season kicks off 18 months after the craziness of Season 3. Co-creator Josh Pate even describes it as a fresh start, like the beginning of a whole new adventure. He's likened the first 3 seasons to a trilogy, and now we're diving into another trilogy. There are still some mysteries left hanging from Season 3, and fans have been cooking up theories left and right, but fear not, the core cast and that irresistible vibe that made the show a hit are all coming back to serve up some answers. So what's the scoop on Outer Banks Season 4? Well, buckle up, because it looks like the Pogues are gearing up for their most thrilling adventure yet: the hunt for Blackbeard's treasure. While there's been no official word on the plot, hints from interviews and some good old-fashioned speculation based on Season 3 give us a pretty solid idea of what's in store. Remember that tantalizing epilogue in the Season 3 finale set 18 months later? Yeah, that's where things start getting interesting. We saw a mysterious figure approaching the Pogues with a juicy offer: a captain's log from 1718 linked to none other than the infamous pirate Blackbeard himself. So it's safe to say that Season 4 will see our favorite crew chasing down the legendary pirate's treasure. But that's not all. The epilogue also gave us a glimpse into what the gang's been up to during those 18 months. John B. and Sarah are running a surf shop, Pope's hitting the books, Kiara's off saving turtles, and JJ, well, he's gone and bought himself a charter boat. Season 4 is set to defer to these new developments and fill in the gaps with some juicy flashbacks, according to showrunners Josh Pate, Jonas Pate, and Shannon Burke. And here's a twist. While we initially thought Season 4 might be the end of the road for Outer Banks, the creators have thrown us a curveball. They're scrapping the original plan of wrapping things up in 4 or 5 seasons, so who knows how long this treasure hunt will keep us hooked. With that being said, one of the biggest gripes about Season 3 was how often it whisked the Pogues away from the Outer Banks. I mean, come on, the show's called Outer Banks for a reason, right? And that setting, it's particularly a character in itself, integral to the whole story. So it's only natural that fans want to see most, if not all, of the action go down right there in North Carolina. None of this jet setting to Barbados or South America. We want our Pogues grounded on their home turf. And let's talk about those fake-out deaths. We've had our fair share of heart-stopping moments with characters like Ward and Big John seemingly biting the dust, only to pop back up later as if nothing happened. But here's the deal. If a show keeps pulling that trick more than a couple of times, it starts to lose its punch. Suddenly, we're not shocked when someone supposedly dead comes back to life. It's like, yeah, we've seen this before. So for Season 4 to maintain the edge-of-your-seat drama, it's got to stick to its guns. Ward and Big John, they had their curtain call in the Season 3 finale, and they need to stay gone. No more resurrections, no more fake-outs. Let's keep the stakes high and the surprises genuine. With Ward hopefully out of the picture, Outer Banks is in dire need of a new villain who can fill those big shoes left behind by Charles Eston's character. Sure, Rafe could step up to the plate, but it might be more exciting to introduce a fresh face into the mix. Let's face it, Singh didn't quite cut it, and Carla hasn't had the chance to flex her villainous muscles yet. Season 4 needs someone who can match Ward's complexity and menace if it wants to recapture that Season 1 magic. And speaking of Season 1 vibes, can we please leave the exhausting love triangles behind? Especially the whole mess between John B., Sarah, and Topper. We've been through the whole Sarah, Topper, John B. love triangle roller coaster before, and frankly, it's worn out its welcome. Season 3 storyline with Sarah cheating on John B. with Topper? Yeah, let's just forget that it ever happened. The finale left us with John B. and Sarah seemingly happy together, and that's exactly how it should stay in Season 4. Let's keep the focus on the adventure and the drama without getting bogged down in unnecessary romantic entanglements. The 18-month time jump at the end of Outer Banks Season 3 left some fans scratching their heads wondering why it was necessary. The sudden shift in time from the Pogues discovering El Dorado to being approached about Blackbeard's treasure hunt felt abrupt and left unanswered questions. So why did the creators choose to leap forward 18 months instead of picking up the story immediately after the El Dorado discovery? Well, one reason could be to set the stage for the next chapter of the Pogues adventure. By skipping ahead, the showrunners can introduce new challenges and mysteries for the characters to tackle. Plus, it adds an element of intrigue, leaving viewers wondering what exactly happened during those missing months and how it will impact the upcoming storyline. However, to justify the time jump, Season 4 will need to delve into those missing months and show why the leap forward was essential for the narrative. Flashbacks could be a valuable tool here, offering glimpses into what transpired in the lives of John B., Sarah, JJ, Pope, Kiara, and Cleo during that period. These flashbacks could help fill in the gaps and provide context for the events leading up to the celebration of the Pogues' discovery of El Dorado. Additionally, there may have been unresolved issues and conflicts within the friend group during those 18 months, which could add depth to the characters and drive the plot forward. By exploring these moments through flashbacks, Season 4 can offer a more comprehensive understanding of the Pogues' journey and the challenges they faced along the way. Outer Banks has garnered a reputation for its intricate storytelling, but with complexity comes the risk of plot holes sneaking in. Season 3 in particular saw its fair share of confusing moments, like JJ walking away from a bike crash unscathed, leaving viewers scratching their heads. These slip-ups can detract from the immersive experience and leave audiences feeling disconnected from the story. So as Season 4 approaches, the writers must tighten up the narrative and address any lingering inconsistencies. The rushed ending to the treasure hunt in Season 3 was another sticking point for fans. After building up tension and excitement throughout 9 episodes, the finale seemed to wrap things up hastily, leaving some viewers feeling unsatisfied. It's clear that the writers have the talent to craft compelling storylines, but they need to ensure that each arc receives the time and attention it deserves. Season 4 presents an opportunity to learn from past mistakes and deliver a more cohesive and satisfying narrative from start to finish. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the potential challenges Season 4 of Outer Banks might face, considering the need to address plot holes, avoid rushed plots, and justify the 18-month time jump? Let us know your thoughts.